And now to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, we have a spirited group of kids from Hillsborough County Head Start, joined by Mr. Hunter Anderson from Marshall Middle School.
Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Hi, my name is Hunter Anderson, and I am the volunteer at Gentleman's Quest from Marshall Middle School.
Okay, and now we're going to stand again. We're going to have the national anthem performed by Doris Stewart Hendricks. Ms. Hendricks.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free? Thank y'all. And the home of the brave. Thanks for helping me out.
And now, to offer our invocation, Reverend Antonio Hawkins, pastor of Exciting Faith Alive Church.
Let's bow our heads. Eternal God, our Father, we thank you this morning for yet another day you've allowed us to see. We thank you for our county government that has in their heart placed upon us this great impression of service. We ask now, God, your presence in this room. Bless us today with the knowledge, understanding, and wisdom of a heritage so great. We give you all the praise, the glory, and the honor. Amen.
To continue the program, we'd like to welcome someone who's no stranger to those of you here in County Center, and really someone who's no stranger to the entire Tampa community. Please give a round of applause for Commissioner Leslie Les Miller.
Thank you, Mr. Hooper, and good morning to everyone. Let me thank you for joining us today as we celebrate the 22nd Annual Black Heritage Celebration. Before we get started, I'd like to introduce, I see one of my colleagues here, Commissioner Kevin Beckner. Commissioner Beckner, would you like to stand, please? I don't know if any of the other county commissioners are here. If you are, please stand so I can recognize you, if we have any other county commissioners here. Do we have any other elected officials in the audience? I don't see any. So, Commissioner Beckner, thank you very much for coming. Really do appreciate it. As a community and as a nation, we work to blur the lines and celebrate America by colors. But we rejoice in celebrating those who came before us to enrich our culture. We acknowledge our history, and we learn from it, and we love our victories. Shortly, we'll meet today's honoree, a person of great character, vast experience as a mother, neighbor, friend, co-worker, and steward in her church. Her struggles and sacrifices serve to remind us of our blessings and victories. And the theme of today's event, Overcoming Adversity, Celebrating Diversity. How blessed we are to have Mrs. Douglas in our presence today and here in Hillsborough County, an inspiration to others on so many levels. As a public servant and one of your elected officials on the Board of County Commissioners here in Hillsborough County, I'm acutely aware of the many challenges we face currently, particularly regarding our young people. Mrs. Douglas is an example of the importance and the power of the family. She embodies all that our youth need and the love, strength, and guidance we must show. As a grandmother of 7, a great-grandmother of 11, and a great-great-grandmother of 3, Mrs. Douglas has seen it all. My goodness gracious alive. I have 6 grandkids. Now, I can't even remember their names. And she has in her career as a civil servant for Hillsborough County, she's been an example of both professional and personally. In her honor, I humbly ask you today to follow her lead and be a mentor. This community needs you and needs all of us. My door is always open to you, and I thank you for your support. Here's to Mrs. Maxine Douglas in honor of the 22nd Annual Black History Program. Thank you, and God bless you.
And now to offer greetings for the ceremony, we bring forward the Director of the Civil Service Board, Dane Peterson. Mr. Peterson.
It's an honor to represent the Hillsborough County Civil Service Board today and to congratulate Mrs. Douglas on this well-deserved award. I applaud you, Ms. Douglas, for overcoming the racial stereotypes and prejudices of your day by demonstrating through your performance on the civil service test that you had the job-related skills and abilities to do the job. And I also applaud you for your outstanding many years of service to the citizens of Hillsborough County as a civil service employee. For the past 50 years, the Hillsborough County Civil Service Board has used employment tests as a colorblind measure of people's ability to do the job. Over the years, we've adjusted and improved how we develop those tests, how we administer those tests, but the underlying principle of measuring people in a way that doesn't look at their race or color or gender or political affiliation, but focusing on their ability to do the job, that underlying core principle of civil service has persisted throughout the years. I'm proud to know that after 50 years, Hillsborough County still embraces the concepts of diversity and just embraces and celebrates that concept through a strong civil service system. It's my hope that the Hillsborough County Civil Service Board will continue to fulfill its mission for 50 more years to come. And once again, Mrs. Douglas, congratulations. Thank you for blazing a trail for so many that have followed in your footsteps, and congratulations on this well-deserved award.
And now to present the Legacy Award, we bring forward the County Administrator, Mr. Mike Merrill. Mr. Merrill.
Truly is an honor to be selected to present this award to Ms. Douglas. And thank you all again for joining us for the county's annual Black Heritage Celebration. Thanks to Albert Coleman, there he is right there, and the Office of Community Affairs, as well as members of the committee. Do you want to stand up, members of the committee who are here, because they put a lot of work into this effort. Wherever you are, there in the back. Great, thank you. So you may have been to what you thought were similar gatherings this month in observance of the National Black History Month, but today's event is extra special to us here in Hillsborough County, and it leads us to an awareness for the upcoming Women's History Month as well. We honor a true groundbreaker, a barrier breaker. She may not have been aware of her significance at that time, but our honoree here today is truly a pioneer. Mrs. Maxine Douglas came to work in Hillsborough County just after the Civil Rights Act of 1964 became law in our nation. That law was a landmark piece of civil rights legislation that outlawed discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin, and it guides my hiring decisions to this day. It was intended to level the playing field in the workplace as well as at facilities that serve the general public. John F. Kennedy called for the bill, and after his assassination, Lyndon B. Johnson stated firmly, "No memorial oration or eulogy could more eloquently honor President Kennedy's memory than the earliest possible passage of the Civil Rights Bill for which he fought so long." When Mrs. Douglas became an employee of Hillsborough County government, the radio airwaves were blasting the hits of Motown, the Righteous Brothers, and the Ramsey Lewis Trio. James Brown may have been singing "It's a Man's World," but she was sure working in it. For a salary of, do you remember what your salary was?
$235 a month.
Pretty close, it says $236, but I'll take $235. Maxine Douglas was no stranger to controversy and civil rights, having worked alongside the great Afro-Cuban attorney Francisco Rodriguez. She began her employment in the purchasing department in 1965. And you could actually come back and help us out now, I think. She was the first African-American employee of county government. She illustrates the theme of today's event. She overcame adversity and became a story of victory. Today, we celebrate this milestone of diversity. And I'm honored to present the Black Heritage Celebration's 2014 Legacy Award to a devoted past Hillsborough County employee of 20 years. Furthermore, from this day forward, the annual Legacy Award recognition during the Black Heritage Celebration will now be named in your honor. Mrs. Douglas, if you'd like to come up here and join me. And everyone, you've already done so, but please join me in celebrating Maxine Douglas and the new Maxine Douglas Legacy Award.
Let everybody say amen. Amen. Thank you so very much. You never know what this means to me. I have one regret. My son has had a stroke and he can't be here with me, but he's recuperating. Thank you so much, Pastor Green, for being here with me. My other son, Pastor Hudson, and my many adopted children and my church family. Thank you so very much. There's one little thing. I have a person that we worked together for years, and we were known as Ebony and Ivory. Joy, please stand. After those years, after we became a little more settled in the system in the courthouse, we became known as Frick and Frank because we were always into something. There's one incident that happened that I'd like to tell you about that meant so much to me. I went for an interview that day at the civil service. I was not allowed to go back home. I wanted to know when I was coming to work, and they sent me to work immediately. I never did get back home. There was a janitor. His name was Mose. That's all I know, Mr. Mose. Mr. Mose came into the office, and I was sitting behind the desk. And he stopped and he said, Are you working here? Are you sitting at this desk? It was first black. Beside the amazing janitor, he was a janitor. And I said, yes. He started to cry. He said, I never thought I'd live to see the day that a black woman would be sitting behind this desk. And I want you to know one thing, my desk was never dirty from that day on. Mr. Mose came 2 or 3 times a day to make sure that my trash was empty and my desk was clean. Mr. Mose is gone on, but Mr. Mose, thank you. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you for your love and your caring. Just thank you. I just can't say any more thank you.
Thank you. We love you.
I love you too, Yvette. Thank you again. Thank you so much.
All right now we're going to bring up our Head Start kids again. This time they have a musical selection they're going to offer us.
Now we're gonna sing the Good Morning song in Chinese and English.
And now coming forward, we have the young men of Gentleman's Quest from Marshall Middle School, and they have a presentation they would like to make. Come on forward, gentlemen.
My brothers, attention! My brothers, hydraulic lift. My brothers, give it to me 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. My brothers, at ease.
My brothers, attention. Bring it on.
Today is a beautiful day just because you are here. And we are Marshall Middle School, the home of the Fighting Dragons over in Strawberry, Capitol Hill. Okay, a few weeks ago, y'all had y'all time. This is our time. Strawberries. I bring greetings from Marshall Middle School, where my principal, Daphne Blanton, has allowed us to be here with you today, and it's our first time, and it's not going to be our last. Remember, Marshall Middle School's Gentleman's Quest.
Trying to figure out just how it could be, how you've been around me so often, and you still don't know a thing about me. Hi, my name is King Burton. Member of Gentleman's Quest.
Bill Cosby.
Take the mic. Take the mic. Bring it down just a little. Okay.
Bill Cosby once said, "The past is a ghost, the future a dream. All we ever had is now." Hi, my name is Tony Summerall, and I am the ace of Gentleman's Quest.
James Brown once said, "Don't try to change someone's life if you're living the same way." My name is George Youngblood, also known as Bologna or GQ.
It's on.
A man that once sat in jail fighting for freedom once said, "I believe in brotherhood of all men. I believe in brotherhood. I believe in brotherhood, but I don't believe in brotherhood with someone who doesn't believe in brother and who doesn't want brotherhood with me. I believe in treating someone right, but I'm not going to waste my time treating someone right who does not know how to return the treatment." Hi, my name is Brian Adams, Public Relations Gentleman's Quest, and I am also named as Montana for Gentleman's Quest.
When we look at the modern man, we have to face the fact that the modern man suffers from a lack of poverty of the soul, which stands on a scientific and technological abundance. We've learned to fly the air as birds. We've learned to swim the seas as fish. But yet, we haven't learned to walk the earth as brothers and sisters. My name is Aro Torres. I'm a pro fight of Gentleman's Quest, and I am standing on the 3.5 GPA.
Rosa Parks once said, "I want to be remembered as a person who wanted to be free, so others will be free." Hi, my name is Hunter Anderson, the Parliamentarian of Gentleman's Quest, as I said before, and I'm standing on a 3.0 GPA.
No one could give you freedom. No one could give you equality, justice, or anything. If you're a man, you take it. Hi, my name is Ashley Mincy, and I stand on a 3.6 GPA.
A man named Will Smith. A man named Will Smith once said, "What I have learned to love, I have not learned in school." Hi, my name is Thomas Anderson, also known as voiceover of Gentleman's Quest.
Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we're powerful beyond measure. It is our light, but not our darkness that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, talented, gorgeous, fabulous? Actually, who you're not to be. You're a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightening about shrinking so other people won't feel insecure around you. And we're all meant to shine just as children do. And as we occasionally shine a light, we give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated by our fear, our presence automatically liberates others.
Hi, my name is Ezekiel Dorsey, and I'm president of Gentleman's Quest. That was a powerful quote given to me by my brother, Lauro Torres. Lauro, please step out. I would not have that quote without him, so if you guys would please give my brother a round of applause.
Nelson Mandela once said, "To be free is not to cast off the chains of another, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others." Hi, my name is Craig Young, and I am a neophyte of Marshall GQ.
Jesse Owens once said, "We all have a dream. In order to make that dream into a reality, it takes an awful lot of dedication, determination, self-control, and effort." Hi, my name is Ivan Morales, and I'm currently standing on 3.3 GPA.
A nation I cheated on my fears, broke up with my doubts, got engaged with my faith. Now I'm marrying my dreams. Hi, my name is Carlos Duarte. I'm the treasurer of Gentleman's Quest. I'm currently standing on 3.5 GPA.
When I stand in the stage, I try to do one thing, bring people joy, just like church does. People don't go to church to find trouble. People go to church to lose it. Hello, my name is Felipe Pesina, Vice President of Gentleman's Quest. I want to leave you off with something this morning. I feel good.
We do not make history, but we are made by history. Hi, my name is Akeem Burry, member of Gentleman's Quest.
Bob Marley once said, "Get up, stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up, don't give up the fight." Hi, my name is Delquan Willis, a neophyte of Gentleman's Quest.
Hey, you know, I tell people all the time, and they like, when they see us, "Y'all gonna step." I said, "No, we can do it, but that's not our main goal. We're gonna speak our way through it, because we want the perception that you see, we want you to see the number one perception. That's why these boys got their pants up, nothing hanging down, but it's gonna take, and I just can only bring a few. The van can only hold so many. But I'm gonna tell you, we've got about 2-3 times this many guys at the school that you can walk into any of the classrooms, and if they're a member of Gentleman's Quest, those boys rise up out of their seat and begin to recite on the drop of a dime. Because see, when you have expectations up to here, your child will reach them. But we need the support from the community to help this go on. This needs to be transcended through all of our schools here in Hillsborough County. Okay? So you got the voice. I'm one that want to help to push that effort. I want to help be a part of that agenda. So, they say, if you're around the right people, the right things can happen. I'm just saying. My name is Stan Glover, and I am the advisor of Gentleman's Quest at Marshall Middle School. And from Marshall, we've started Tomlin, we've started Turkey Creek, Durant High School, and now Plant City High School. Let me tell you, we're on the move. Zoom, 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 my brothers, I love that black and gold. Oh, seven, I got the fever. I got the fever down in my soul. Keep the fever. Zoom, 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 my brothers, I love that black and gold. I got the fever in my body. I got the fever down in my soul. Y'all know about that, that's church.
Ladies and gentlemen, get up and stand up for Gentleman's Quest from Marshall Middle School. All right, moving right along, we have a musical selection now from the Gospel Music Workshop of America, Tampa chapter.
microphone so loud. We're gonna sing a song that goes something like this. Come on, put your hand together. Can you hear me? Check one. Come on, I need some church people here. Listen to this. Down through the years, the Lord's been good to me. Down through the years, the Lord's been good to me. Down through the years, the Lord's been good to me. He's been good, really been good to me.
Well. I think I'm supposed to say we having some church up in here. Let me see if I can summarize what we just heard. Down through the years, he's been good to us. But if we want Hillsborough County to be all it can be, We're going to have to depend on each other. I think that's what I heard. Commissioner Beckman, Commissioner Miller, I submit to you that's a message you can take to every resident in this county. Let's try to depend on each other. Well, if that wasn't enough, we have another musical selection, this time coming from the Howard W. Blake High School Jazz Band. Gentlemen, take it away. That was the Howard W. Blake High School Jazz Band taking us all the way back to Central Avenue, about 1962. All right, to close out what's been a tremendous Black Heritage celebration, we bring forward the African American Community Affairs Liaison, Mr. Albert Coleman.
Thank you, Ernest. Thank you, everyone. It has been an honor to put together the 22nd Annual Black Heritage Celebration. And we're sorry about the weather, but we can always predict the weather. But bringing us all inside brought it all together. So did you have a good time inside? We appreciate everyone so much, and we are so honored to give the flowers while she yet is alive to smell them. Ms. Maxine Douglas, the Legacy Award for this 22nd annual celebration. And Ms. Douglas, we are so proud of the road that you paved for all the rest of us. And you've done a tremendous job, and we look up to you, and that's why we elected, the committee this year elected to name the award. The Legacy Award did not have a name, but this year we decided that we would name the award in your honor, the Maxine Douglas Legacy Award. Let's give it an applause. In saying that, I did see a few other Legacy Award winners from the past. We have Miss Freddie Hudson, who's a former Legacy Award winner. And I think I see Miss Gail Williams is in the back. She's a former Legacy Award winner. We're so delighted to have you today. All good things must come to end. I hope you have enjoyed the entertainment. We had more, but due to the weather and the conditions that we are in, with the weather changing back and forth, some of our performers were not allowed to be here with us, but we give their prayers and blessings that they would get better. We'd like to thank our sponsors who have continued to support us through our endeavors. And we have one of our sponsors here, two of our sponsors here today with us, and I'd like to recognize Bright House. Andrea White from Bright House Networks is here. We also have the Florida Sentinel Bulletin, Ms. Andrews, Gloria Andrews, here with us this afternoon. I'd like to recognize her. Oriental Fish Company was one of our sponsors, Pepsi Cola, and you saw St. Pete Times, Ernest Hooper. We're so delighted to have you as sponsor, Tampa St. Pete Times, for our, I had to correct that, I'm sorry, St. Pete Times for our sponsor. So thank you so much. We have light refreshments for everyone at the end of this program. The program is now over, so at the end of the program, you step out into the lobby area. We have refreshments. Thank you all for being here. We couldn't have done it without you, and we look forward to seeing you again next year. Thank you.